Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us "Need Software" to 323-405-1341. That's 323-405-1341. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
Hey, peace. What a going, peoples? Using my brand Nubian grinder piece of the guys. You know, if you want to get you one, you know where to go. For that Godcast gear, that brand Nubian gear. That's right, head on over to www.hoodg.com for all things Godcast and brand Nubian. Yes, sir.
Dope grinder.
Because we're grinding. Grinding.
Don't want to know what I keep in the lining. Grinding.
Oh, but I gotta show you my hoodie.
Okay. Oh, dope.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's fly. That's fly.
Asada.
Black Panther joint.
It's that high fashion shit. This ain't no cheap hoodie either. God damn it. Go look it up. Go look up Barrios brand. Or Barriers, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's break it down like
Yes, sir.
peace, y'all. What's good?
Peace. What's goody?
Welcome back to the Godcast. What you think, Lord? For this week, today's May 11th, which makes today's math knowledge, all being born to wisdom. The way you can have your knowledge acknowledged is through your wise words or through your ways and actions and your deeds. Peace to the gods and earth. Artie Stacks was goody.
Oh, man, just out here in the loo, still getting this money, grinding on my grussel and still dealing with these country-ass niggas.
Okay, I see you looking, much love to your Mrs. Stacks. But you're looking much more professional today. I see you back with our brother Stu in the studio. Stu Studio.
Shout out to my brother Big Stu. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
He always gets me right.
Yeah, you're looking good. You got your lighting and your mic, and you're just looking crispy today. Looking good.
Sure.
Before we get started, shout out to all my regulars in the house right about now. Okay, I see you, Big Stu. Tonight's one of them nights where I feel like my computer's running a little slow. So when I'm clicking shit, it seems like it's happening like a half a second later. I don't know if that's translating to the camera or whatever. Do I look like I'm delayed or anything like that?
Looks good on my end. Looks good.
Okay.
No delays.
Cool. Well, peace to all of my family in the house. I see Leah Sawyer in the house. I'm sure Miss Ravioli somewhere up in this piece. Nick's 33 said, peace to the gods. God body for life. West Haven, Connecticut. Represent. Okay, hang on. Where's that exact? That was a super chat right there, but I'm trying to see where is it so I can. Oh, here it goes. See, everything's moving a little slow right now.
Let's get these super chats up, guys. Let's get these super chats up, guys. Support this channel, you know what I mean, Godcast, like you do them other channels.
You know, I'm not going to argue with that. This is true. You know, if you want us to be able to fucking say what we need to say without any fucking here it is. Without any fucking repercussions and worrying about what corporate entity we might upset, you know, then yeah, you gotta rock with us, man, financially, because these dudes is getting money from, you know, this one and that one, Revolt and all that type of shit. Like, but then in order to get that type of bread, you gotta stay within certain lines. You did? We don't color inside the lines over here.
And I will say to the anonymous, Lord Jamar is real big on keeping it grassroots. You know what I mean? I don't got a problem with that, but we had behind the scene conversations. I'm like, yo, you want to go that corporate route? He want to keep it grassroots. So y'all need a support.
Factola. One way you can support is by clicking the like button right now upon entering the room. Everybody click that like button. Click the share button. Tell a friend to come on in. We about to unpack some things. You know what's going on out in the world.
You know.
And you want to hear what the God got to say about it. God damn it. Because yeah, let me just get my L, you know.
Because I give strong blows to the heads of my foes. Yeah, we got a lot to unpack, man. I think I was telling Lord Jamar this is going to be a hip hop indictment show. And we
goodness gracious. Thank you, Nick's 33. Appreciate you, Brody. And I'm just assuming you're a brother. You could be a sister. If you're a sister, appreciate you as well. Shout out to Godfrey. He was supposed to be here tonight, but he texted me a little while ago talking about he was in Brooklyn getting his hair twisted or some shit. Said he maybe 9:30. It's a little late to be starting.
And his
late to be starting from our people. I know how y'all get down. Y'all want this prime time shit. It's Wednesday night. Ain't nothing good on TV on Wednesday at 8:00 anyway.
Godfrey, aka Windy Dreads.
Windy Dread.
Gotta get the Windy Dreads freshened.
Gotta get them freshened so they look like they're just tilting to one side.
Some tilted Cheetos.
It's a tilted Cheetos. Oh shit! Are you snapping? Are you snapping? Oh, we're gonna save that.
Tilted Cheetos.
Like, hey yo, Godfrey, all these stacks that your head look like tilted Cheetos. Yeah, you might want to get ready for that day, brother. Get your skin nice and thick. Because you just try to snap on a real comedian, god damn it. And yeah, I might not want to be you.
You see, I mustered up the bravery.
You can hang in a snap off with Godfrey.
You see, I mustered up the bravery in his absence.
Right, in his absence, yeah. Because if you say you be like you, Fu Manchu looking.
I think we've had a snap session before behind the scenes, Godfrey and I. Hilarious.
All right, my peoples. A1 Drizzy, I see you. Karis Knopflin, I see you. Eric Mobley, I see you. I see all my Mike Jones. I see you. Oh, he said I'm sick of this fake black man saying nigga and shit. He's not a fake black man. Black men come in many varieties, shapes, sizes, and shades. Okay. This is an Asiatic black man you're looking at. Stop it, Michael.
His name is
Michael Jones.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. Stop it.
Country ass nigga.
Anyway, don't get mad. Listen, there's always going to be positive with negative. For every, there's mad people in here. Yo, we got love for all these stats. Like, don't always like hook on to the negative ones.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because there'll be 3 negative ones and like, 1,000 positive ones, but it's our nature to like just to hook on to the negative shit.
Respond to the negative.
Comment to the why respond to the negative shit? Like, let's respond to the positive shit, to the love. Like niggas like my man Celeb Neil's in the motherfucking house. What up, Celeb?
Oh, shout out
just got in the crib, caught the live. That's right, sir. See, we the type of shit you can check us out while you do your fucking push-ups or your pull-ups and all that type of shit. You know the God getting his money and shit, staying in shape. Okay.
Speaking of Celeb Neils, how was that concert, man? They was backstage.
Oh, you wasn't here. Yes, that was dope. Had Celeb Neils and my man Jay Netta come through. It was a old school jammy jam for the Fever at Lehman College in the Bronx. Slick Rick, Grandmaster Kaz, Melly Mel, Roxanne Shante, Nice and Smooth, fucking. It was a lot of fucking people. I forget everybody that was there. Of course, Brand Nubian was in the house. Minus Sadat X. Sadat X he lives in North Carolina now. He can't be at all the shows, people. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. But he will be at certain shows, but he can't be at all the shows. So we do what we got to do. We still murder it with or without our brother.
Right. Absolutely.
So that's how that goes. How does that hang on? Desiree Smith said, "Hello, Lord Jamar. I always try not to miss a podcast. Stay blessed." Well, thank you, Desiree. I appreciate that you strive not to miss it. I don't like when you miss it, to be honest. Whoa, hang on. Another one from Nick's. He said, Nick's 33. It's all Brody, a supporter from way back. Salute. Appreciate you. When I saw that Brody, the way you spelled it, that's my grandmother's maiden name is Brody. So and it's spelled just like that. Brodie.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know. When I just saw that Brody, it made me think like, what is this person communicating to me right now? Does he know my family or some shit like that? Thank you, Nick's 33. Appreciate you. So
I was gonna ask, whenever you guys do a Brand Nubian show, minus X, how do you who does his rhymes, man? His bars, his part. Never thought about it.
Mostly we will cut his part out.
Oh, okay.
Depending on, the song. Like, but the song that we don't cut it out is Slow Down. We'll do Slow Down and have the crowd sing his lyrics, because that, hey baby, your hips are getting big. Like, you just, that shit is just too fucking classic to edit that out. There's certain songs where, we just move past it or we don't do it at all. Like, I can't do Love Me, Leave Me Alone without Sadat, because we start the shit together. Like in the beginning, we go back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, come on, I got a girl that's bad. She, why is that? So it's too much interaction in the beginning of the song, but then a song like Don't Let It Go to Your Head, you might not miss his verse on that one. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Because me and Pooh Bah's doing the damn thing on that one.
Word.
So it just depends. Then the way we weave the show together, you'll see, man. We got different configurations to our show, which is why our shit is so fucking just so fly and beautiful. It doesn't matter. They got configurations for if I'm not there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so it ain't just,
shout out Dottie.
Yeah, shout out my man Dottie X.
Yes.
All right.
Let's
get into it.
Like I said, man,
people.
Rapper indictment episode, but I want to start off by giving flowers first to your fellow, I guess we can say Staten Islander, Wu-Tang rapper Ghostface Killa was honored this past Monday with his own day in NYC. On Monday, May 9th, Staten Island legend Ghostface Killa was honored with his own day by Mayor Eric Adams. May 9th is also
to Eric Adams, but yay to Ghostface. Go ahead.
Word. That's also happens to be Ghostface Killa's birthday as well.
Which day?
May 9th.
Okay.
In Staten Island. He received the official proclamation from said mayor at the grand opening, actually, of his new coffee shop. I know you're an avid coffee drinker. Do you know he got a new coffee shop?
I did not.
Okay, it's called Killa Coffee.
I am on Staten Island and West Brighton. Yes. I know where that's at. Not very far from me. I will be making sure to get myself over there.
Yeah, Killa Coffee. I know you love your coffee and Dunkin' Donuts. Now's the time to go up the street to Killa Coffee. Shout out to Ghostface Killa. He has his own day in New York City now.
Hang on. Hustler Life says, Lord Jamar, the way people are passing on these days, I just want to give you your flowers and thank you for speaking the truth. It always seems like we lose the ones that speaking some kind of truth. Peace, brother. I appreciate that. I know where you're going with this. We're going to get to that. We're going to unpack Kevin Samuels a little later on. But yeah, real quick, because I need to thank y'all here at the Godcast. You know why? Because when we put our minds to something and we want to put something out into the universe, it travels here at the Godcast. So do y'all remember when I was saying I want to play Papa Wu on the Wu-Tang thing? Well, now hang on. I'm not saying I got it.
Okay.
Okay. But y'all remember when I said I want to play Papa Wu? Let's put it out into the universe and, you know what I mean? And make it manifest. So, long story short, maybe a week or two ago, I'm in the studio with my brother 5 Mics. Drop records. You know what I mean? Drop records. We drop records. You know the vibe. Anyway, we in the studio. I'm in the studio with 5, and I run into the RZA in the hallway.
Word.
Now, as I'm talking to RZA, he brings up to me.
Say word.
That he heard about my campaign of wanting to play Papa Wu. Now, what he told me is they weren't there in the story yet. But, it just made me happy to know that it got back to him. You know what I mean? Like, and he said he had spoke to the writers about it. So again, let's put our energy into the atmosphere because it's already bearing fruit, y'all. You see how just an idea can manifest into something real, but you have to bring it from the idea realm into the material realm. And one of the ways you do that is speaking it or writing it down.
Mm.
Those are ways that you make your thoughts, help to make them real. And once they become real and have life, they start to grow. And you know what I mean? And if you fuel them, they'll have more life. If you don't, they'll die. But thoughts are living things.
Facts.
And we need to treat them as such. So again, I want to thank y'all for just adding your thoughts to my thoughts and because that helps to amplify. It helps to amplify the power of the thought when we all think about the same thing. You know what I mean? It makes the thought stronger, and it makes its frequency and its range much stronger and longer. So again, thank y'all, because the RZA did hear my call. And I want to say the RZA said that he watches the Godcast. Fat Joe says he watches the Godcast.
Shout out to the homie, Joey Crack.
I'm just going to go ahead and assume that people like Jay-Z and P. Diddy watch the Godcast.
Shout out Hip Hop Moguls.
Now, I wish people like this, though, would let me know and give me some love, though. You know what I mean? Because it's only till I say something negative about them, then they'd be like, I was watching your podcast and you said something negative about me. You know what I mean? Like that I didn't like. Come on, man. Let me know. I know y'all watching. Okay.
Blessings.
Anyway.
Hey, side note, man. What's going on with that mayor, man? Would you like to speak to the people?
I'm not feeling his, you know what I mean?
I don't know anything about
COVID theater and all that type of shit. Like, I'm not with all this, the lockdowns and all that bullshit. And, I'm almost thinking this nigga's I think he's ready to actually instate the stop and frisk shit again. This is a black man, because he used to be a policeman. He used to be a cop. So, he has very police tactics. He's very police friendly. And, trust me, this is a dude that wasn't never supposed to be the mayor. He was never supposed to be mayor. He was like a community activist type of dude. Like, he just fell into this thing. So he's going to do whatever the fuck they tell him to do because he's so happy to be there. This nigga wearing his tailored suits now every fucking day. Like, you know what I mean? This motherfucker wasn't moving like that before.
So
you know what I mean?
Like, in every sense of the word.
And now he's at the Met Gala and all this type of shit. Like, the fuck are you doing at the Met Gala? Like, you're not even a Met Gala type of nigga, is what I'm telling you. He's just very happy to be there. And I can see him being just a total puppet for the Democratic Party and the liberal agenda that is pervasive in this fucking country.
Okay. Say no more. We're gonna dig into it, man. Young Thug, man.
Young Thug.
You like Young Thug? Did you ever listen to his music, Young Thug?
I mean, first of all, I hear people be like, yo, he's such an incredible artist. I mean, I like some of his songs, but I just don't see what other people see in him. You know what I mean? They act like he's a fucking genius or some shit. Like, he's, he don't rap the way I know rappers to rap. You know what I mean? To me, he's a mumble rapper. He says shit that I don't fully understand. You know what I mean? Like, didn't he have one? Oh no, I'm sorry, that was Future. That was Future where he said, he says something.
That's Future. Yeah.
But Young Thug is just as bad though. He be saying some shit that I don't know what he's saying, man. You know what I mean?
Well,
but he got some songs that was banging. You know what I mean? I can't name them offhand, but if you start to name a few of them, I'll probably be like, yeah, that shit was banging. And he's done some features that he did pretty good. Although I wasn't really loving him on what was the last feature? I think it was on a Drake album.
Well, he
was on some song, and I just felt like, wasn't loving his verse.
He's featured on that Pushin' P.
P. But isn't that his boy?
Yes,
Pushin' P. That's his Cody song. Him and his Cody got a fucking song together.
Pushin' P. Pushin' Prison. Pushin' Penitentiary.
I thought they were saying Pushin' Pussy. Is that what Pushin' P originally is?
Maybe Pushin' Pounds.
Pushing Pounds. Pushing Poison.
Pushing Positivity is how they try to spin it.
But that's not what was going on.
Right.
Because that's what we push over here, goddamn it.
Right.
So tell me what happened.
So,
Young Thug, what?
Let me read this headline.
Please.
Atlanta hip hop mecca reels as a favorite son faces sweeping criminal charges. Okay. So opposite of what you said, Lord Jamar, for today's generation of hip hop fans, Young Thug is as influential and visionary as Outkast was the previous era of rappers. Okay. So he's facing a 56 count indictment announced Monday, which alleges that Young Thug is a central figure. Basically, they're giving him a kingpin charge of Young Slime Life, or
But it's really a RICO. Let's
RICO.
Be specific. They've been charged with a RICO, which stands for
RICO.
What's the RICO stand for? Just for people that don't know.
Yes. Let me get
you see it.
Let me get that exact wording. And it basically is going to cover everything under that RICO charge.
I'm just saying, what
RICO
stands for?
So basically, RICO stands for Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organization.
There you go. Racketeer, Influenced, Corrupt Organization?
Yep. Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations.
Doesn't that cover most corporate entities, though? When you really think about it, can't we fucking? Oh, and it's a Georgia state RICO. They're saying though, it's not
right.
It's not a federal RICO, and and that does make a difference. But
if he beats the state,
God damn it, a RICO is once they get a RICO, they got some shit on you. Like, I think a state RICO is easier to beat than if it was some Fed shit. I don't know if you could beat the Fed ones, but
well, I almost feel like RICO, they got this off of a Puerto Rican man.
RICO. Let's just name it RICO, like this fucking Rican. We keep arresting these Ricans. Let's call them RICOs. Who knows? Maybe it was a New York prosecutor.
I think it was actually from I don't know, man. I think I remember reading somewhere where they actually got that and turned it into an acronym.
It's possible. Anyway, so it appears that they're talking about shit from back to like 2012, 2013, some shit like that.
2014. Snapping back to a rental car, a Q45 Infinity that was rented in Young Thug's name, and I guess they just sat on that, and the vehicle was used in a homicide. A car that Young Thug rented. So basically, even though he didn't pull the trigger, they're giving him a kingpin RICO charge, basically saying he started YSL. And under RICO, if you start a criminal organization, it doesn't matter if you did it yourself. All the people under your umbrella, you're responsible for their actions. So some of the charges is like 52 charges. Some of them involve charges of racketeering and gang activity, a 100-page indictment with claims of possession of methamphetamines, hydrocodone, marijuana with the intent to distribute, murder, and armed robbery.
And I heard they talking about like 50 murders or some shit they trying to pin to these YSL Young Slime Life. Is that's what it's called, right?
Right.
And now hang on, it's not just Young Thug. What's his other Gunna? Rapper Gunna.
Yeah. Pushing
was
P.
also
He just turned himself in. He just turned himself in.
Okay. So it was Young Thug's mansion that was raided and all of that. He was taken into custody at his mansion. Now first of all, I remember Young Thug being skinny as a motherfucker. It seems like Young Thug has gained some weight in recent years, no? Because the picture of the Young Thug that I'm seeing in the that got arrested and that was the mugshot, this Young Thug looks heavier. It looks much heavier to me. I remember when Young Thug was mad skinny. Now maybe that was when he just started getting money, you know what I mean?
Right.
Niggas start eating and feeling, and they start eating so much, and for real.
Yeah.
They start gaining mad weight and shit. So I don't know, but I'm just saying, somebody said it's the lean. Does lean do that to you? Does it make you gain weight like that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Remember Gucci Man, the Gucci Man belly? That was from lean.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm not in that world. I don't, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't fuck with lean. I don't really know people that fuck with lean like that. So I don't know the effects and the, you know what I mean? To look at somebody and be able to say, yeah, that's that lean right there. See, back in my days, you might could look at somebody's hand if they got those swollen hands, be like, yeah, that's them dope fiend hands right there. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Where y'all might not know that. Y'all might see somebody with swollen hands and not think nothing of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, there goes Miss Ravioli. There she go. Okay. We see you. Hey, peace. All right.
Try to unpack this, Lord Jamar, man, from making it out of the hood and getting money to.
That's what I'm just thinking. Like, here, this seems like another case of when keeping it real goes wrong. When niggas from the street do something to try to get out of the street, only to be successful in that thing that was trying to take them out of the street, but then feeling like they have to still keep some sort of street persona that keeps them rooted to the street. Like they got to do some shit that makes them feel. Peace, Talim. I see you, guy. Peace, guy. Yeah, they always feel like they got to do some shit. Oh, I'm still real. I'm the same nigga, like, why you want to be the same nigga? Why you want to still be that nigga? You know what I mean? Like, I seen him arguing on a didn't we do a thing where he was arguing about getting on a private jet and he's telling the pilot didn't want to take them from whatever reason. He was almost acting like they was being racist. And he was like, I got a show in New York right now for $500,000. Like, why would you try to stop me from doing that? You know what I mean? One show for $500,000. This the type of shit that this motherfucker was doing. And
getting to it.
You want to still be out on the street running street gangs? Like, you could get $500,000 for a show, but you still want to get that extra, with that extra, yeah, and it might be an extra. I don't know how much money he was making off of some street shit. It could have been,
Now, let me ask you this, Lord Jamar. I seen a recent interview. I think it was on the homie Math Hoffa's joint. You was on Math Hoffa.
Mhm.
And Method Man was like, where are these guys? Where are they getting all this money from? To afford
Right.
private jets and stacks of money and jewelry. Let me ask you this. Now, we got to bring up this question. Do you think all this money was from the shows and the label, or was this street money? Just think about it for a second.
I mean, we know a lot of times it's street money. A
Mixed
lot of
in,
times, depending on, and especially in the South, it seemed like a lot of them record companies was funded with drug money. Like, let's just keep it real. Like, I actually saw a little interview with people talking about this. Which is part of the reason why maybe some of these those type of labels were successful. Those guys had a lot to lose. You know what I mean? Like, they had a lot to lose. They already knew about business and shit like that. A lot of them, as far as the people funding it, really did want to get out the streets. It'd be these fucking artists and shit that still want to stay in the street. But trust me, the drug dealer that put the money up in the beginning and all that type of shit, like, he wants to get away from that type of shit. You know what I mean? I mean, it's facts. I'm from Florida, and yeah, like, you can't be having fucking $100,000 chains and all this type of shit and riding around and, you know, Bentleys and all crazy shit, and you ain't got no record deal. Like, of course that's drug money. Like, where else is it coming from? Where else is it coming from? Not many people are like my man Five Mikes, who happened to, you know, invest in some stocks and then his shit just hit. You know what I mean? And so now my man got the multi-millies on some stock shit. Like, how many niggas is doing that? And so now he can fund his label with not drug money. You know what I mean? Which is why I could be affiliated with the shit, because they ain't got nothing to do with no street money. If my man was like, yo, I got, you know what I mean? You know how many street niggas I could have been fucking with? Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah.
So they're trying to say YSL is the label, not a street gang. It's the label.
Right, but it's a label or that they're trying to say was moving like a gang. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It was moving like a gang. They're saying that part of its shit is to, like, increase its power and its grip on, you know, and all that type of shit. And, you know, that's what they was trying to do, I guess, you know, in the music industry and on the street, you know. And now, first of all, this is all alleged. We're not going to take the police word for anything. Just because the police charge you with some shit doesn't mean that you did that. Let's put that out there, people.
Right.
Because anybody could be charged with anything tomorrow, and that doesn't mean that it's true.
Now, they are also, there's another key element. Do you remember rapper YFN Lucci?
Yes. Wasn't he messing? He was messing with, wasn't it Lil Wayne's daughter?
Regine? I'm not sure about that. Maybe.
I think
Regine Carter?
I'm pretty sure that used to be Regine's man.
Well, no,
anyway,
I think that was NBA Youngboy. I think that was NBA Youngboy.
No, NBA Youngboy was with Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather's. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was Lil Wayne's daughter.
They also said rapper YFN Lucci. Do you remember? He's been in jail for about a year now.
Yeah, they're saying
RICO.
that
Under RICO.
But they're saying that he might have got stabbed in jail, and that maybe Young Thug at the direction of Young Thug or some shit like that
gave the green light. Yes. And apparently there was a list where YFN is not only a label, but just like YSL, YFN is a Crip street gang organization. It seems like it's sweeping down on these rappers. It's always around this month, this time of year, right before summer.
Yeah,
This
I
happened.
don't know. I guess they.
This happened with over in New York, that blood gang that was associated with 6ix9ine. Remember, it was around this time of year.
I don't really remember, but
last
I'll
year,
take your word for it.
we're gonna get into later on. We're gonna talk about Brooklyn rapper Casanova.
Okay.
Same thing. It happened last year around this time.
Mm.
So the trend is showing May. They swoop down in May, right before summer.
Mm.
So speak to the people on what you think and how you feel when keeping
Somebody
it real.
said, "How is YFN Crip thing when Lucci is a blood?" That's what somebody just said. TRZ Mac. Are we sure about this? Even though I don't give a fuck what they are. It says YSL is supposed to be Bloods.
Right. We didn't.
You know
we said Y, not YSL. Okay. YFN.
Right, but YFN. Somebody's saying Lucci though. If he's in YFN, Lucci's supposedly supposed to be a Blood, and you're saying that that's a Crip gang. Even though shit, Snoop Dogg's a Crip, and he was down with Death Row, and there was a bunch of Bloods over there. Like, who gives a, you know what I mean? Like, when it come to getting that type of money, those motherfuckers start crisscrossing and all kind of shit.
On
like
here. So
pollinating.
So YSL, which is the organization allegedly started by, Google this, folks, okay, by Young Thug, is Blood. Okay, I'm looking at it now. Okay, YFN Lucci is Crip, the rival gang in Atlanta.
Okay. Stacks, like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Which is why YSL is going against YFN, which is allegedly why Young Thug gave the green light to get allegedly YFN Lucci stabbed in jail.
That's how I feel, Monique. I'm like, whatever. It's still ignorant. Like I don't give a fuck who's who, like who's Crip, who's Blood, like other than just being accurate for storytelling purposes. I within myself don't care, but I do want us to be accurate with the information that we give on this show.
So
wait, what kind of time are we facing here? And also I'm hearing people like Lil Baby is next. You're looking at Lil Baby.
His organization is 4PF, which is a Crip. They're supposedly, allegedly, okay, a Crip organization. 4PF, which stands for Four Pocket Fool, which is also supposed to be a label. Yeah, like four pocket full of money. 4PF.
Okay. I said, yep, 4PF. Again, guys,
the trend is
they hold up. These motherfuckers is making so much money though. Why do you have to do this?
And 4PF is Crip. 4PF is Crip.
Yo, the type of money 50 these rappers these days getting 50 grand a show and all this type of shit. Like, why must we be doing all of this type of shit? Like, that shit ain't enough. See, when is enough enough? When is enough enough? And do you and does being real mean you have to be doing some so-called street shit? Like, why do we keep falling for these traps? Just as black people in general, just as young black men. Like, I remember we got into hip-hop back in the days to try to get away from having to sell drugs, but we wanted to be fly like the drug dealers. We wanted to have respect like the drug dealers, but we didn't want to have to risk our lives and serve jail sentences in order to have that type of notoriety. So that's why hip hop was like a godsend for a lot of us. Like, yo, I could be fly like that, but I don't have to risk, you know what I mean? I don't have to risk my life. You know what I mean? I could do some positive. I could, you know what I mean?
Sidebar. You know what? You know what? You know what? Why you said fly? You know that's what YFN stood for, right? You know what that stands for? YFN Lucci.
What, young fly niggas?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So you're on point, Lord Jamar.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like since the beginning of hip hop, niggas wanted to be fly. You know what I mean? Niggas want to be cool and fly. I get it. But we also wanted to do this so we didn't have to, so we could be cool and fly without risking our freedom and our lives. So that's why hip hop was so great. You could do hip hop and shit. Now the drug dealers even respect you. Like, you know what I mean? Like the drug dealers even fuck with you, but you don't have to fuck with them on that level. And back in our days, like a lot of the drug dealers would not even want to like mix you into their shit for fear that you know what I mean? Like, nah, nigga, you don't want to be around this type of shit. Like
you're the poet.
Yeah, you did good. Like you got out. Like don't even be over here. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna see y'all at the show, but don't try to come to the spot and hang out and all this type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's how a real nigga back in the days would you know what I mean? Treat a celebrity nigga like us that he respected anyway.
Especially if you're the cash cow, protect the cash cow. If you're the cash cow in the organization,
but you ain't even necessarily got to be this person's direct cash cow.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you could just be somebody that they see just did good. You know what I mean? That found another way out. You know? So to try to find your way out, you know, because this shit is like a maze. You're in a maze, finding your way out, and then your dumb ass go back inside the maze. Why? But just out of habit, because you was used to being inside of it. Like, why? A lot of these niggas have no reason to be trying to fuck with the streets like that. Leave that shit alone. And then just the whole disregard for life, and we ordering hits and all this crazy shit on our fellow brothers and sisters, and you know, because it ain't only dudes getting killed. These niggas is having females killed too out here. Let's keep it real. That's another thing that seems kind of new. Like, I don't know.
What part do you think that some people are saying that this is punishment to keep Young Thug back in line? You know, humiliation rituals. Do you think Illuminati, the elite, hey, we made you put on the dress, you took an oath. Now you're trying to speak a little bit of consciousness?
When did he try to speak consciousness?
Well, when he made the statement about how niggas shouldn't be making babies and you can't take care of them.
No, he said broke niggas shouldn't be allowed to nut. Is what
Right.
he said.
Right. Yes.
Which is some fucking retarded shit. You know what I mean?
Don't make
that's see, you try to put it real politically correct, like make it sound like he said broke niggas shouldn't be allowed to nut. So what does that mean? And see, that's the sentiment that they're trying to put out there. Because why? Because they don't want black people who economically are at the bottom, you know what I mean, in this fucking country. They're trying to project some sort of energy and put some shit out into the universe that says poor people shouldn't be able to reproduce. Poor people shouldn't be able to reproduce. Why? What fucking kind of message is that? That's fucking crazy, yo. Like, because I'm not balling and shit like that, I shouldn't have the privilege of bringing forth life in this world. That's ridiculous. First of all, half of you motherfuckers that are so-called balling, even if you got money, you're still piece of shit parents anyway. So what the fuck are you talking about? Having money doesn't make you a good parent. Half of you motherfuckers, you got fucking 12 baby mamas. You know what I mean? And you think just because you give money to all 12 that you deserve to procreate?
All right, Lord
Jamar, these women?
I'm going to ask it because there's some people.
Thank you, OG Steve. Salute the platform. Allerton Ave in the house. Okay, that's a real OG right there. My Allerton Avenue crew in the Bronx. Shout out Money Maintain, Ken J.
Okay.
God Divine and all of that. That's my peoples. So go ahead. What was you gonna say?
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask it, Lord Jamar. So based upon what you said, so what if somebody can't afford it and they're just nutting and all these females and they got like 15 kids, but they don't got no.
We're not saying that being an irresponsible black man, niggas with money shouldn't be doing that. You see what I'm saying? Nobody should just be nutting off in mad women like that. That's not what we're saying. But when you start to put out the message that poor people should not be able to procreate, okay, or have children, like, you know how many so-called poor nations there are? You're telling me whole nations shouldn't be able to have children just because they don't have material shit? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Like, first of all, maybe that child is the one that's going to take them out of poverty. Okay. But now you've stopped it by trying to stop this man from procreating or whatever, or even this woman, now maybe they'll be stuck in this cycle of poverty because the one that was going to come, the savior of their family that was going to lift them out of poverty, is not here because you wouldn't allow this man to fucking create
This is the perfect segue. We're going to come back to this Young Thug, but while we're here, this is the perfect segue with Young Jock. Rapper Young Jock was arrested on child abandonment charge, aka child support. The baby mama.
Oh, so wait, they call it child abandonment / child support. So he didn't just leave a child somewhere.
Yeah, when I read that, I'm like, he left them abandoned by themselves, but this is involving child support.
Oh. See, that's different, man. I thought he left like here. Took him to McDonald's and be like, daddy gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. You just stay right here.
Enjoy your happy meal.
Yeah. You just eat that happy meal. Daddy gotta I'm gonna go get something out the car. And and never come back. That's child abandonment to me.
So Young Jock, he recently spoke out and said, hey, I've been spending about $4 to $5K a month in child support to my baby mama, which he didn't want to name her. He didn't name the baby mama because he is a father of 8 with 4 different baby mamas.
So I'm reading some of these comments that get me pissed. Yes, you can. If you're poor, yes, you can. You know how many fucking poor people still take care of their children? The fuck are you talking about?
Wait, what did Michael Moon say?
You're not getting them Balenciaga sneakers and shit like that. But trust me, I came up in an era where mad people was fucking poor and they fucking were able to raise their children, multiple children. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they wasn't all on welfare and all this type of shit. Oh, but yeah, they had to be on welfare. No, they didn't fucking have to be on welfare. Shut the fuck up. Y'all kill me with this bullshit. Like, and that again, we was talking to Diggers, like that's the excuse for abortion and shit like that. Oh, because the child's will have a terrible life. Why is it always this assumption of negative shit? Why is it always this assumption that
You got to have that
something negative
bread,
is
Lord
going to
J.
happen. Like if you don't have bread, then your life is just going to be shit and you're not going to be able to raise a child. Listen, if you're poor, once you have a child, that child makes certain shit kick in within you. You know what I mean? And you fucking get your fucking hustle on and you're figuring out on and your ingenuity on. And this is why fucking original people are so fucking beautiful, because we're able to figure it out no matter what the fuck we have. Whether we got nothing or fuck a bunch of money. So don't give me this fucking bullshit about, oh, but if you're poor, then how can you even raise a child?
First of all, Lord
You
Jamar,
can do it, motherfuckers.
if you can't afford Gucci diapers, Lord Jamar, you can't have the baby, man.
Huh?
Be able to afford. If you can't afford Gucci diapers, you cannot have the baby, Lord Jamar.
You see what I'm saying? That's the way they act though these days. Somebody said I was poor and birthed the first millionaire in my family. You see? Like, like seriously, like that's the type of shit that can happen. What's it said? Somebody said they don't want to go through hard times. You just try to make good things happen. Equal maturity, manhood. Somebody said that's not everybody. Somebody have what they said. Hang on.
But that's not everyone.
But that's not everyone though. Some people have kids and become even more lazy. I seen a chick try to bring her baby to the club. Yes, that's true. You have those horror stories. You're gonna have positive and negative outcomes, but don't act like the negative outcomes always outweigh the positive ones. Like and to use these anecdotal stories to just stop a whole, species of people from procreating on the basis of they just don't have enough money to do it is the fucking mind fuck. That's the psyops, people. Don't go for it. Fuck that. You know what I mean? The universe will provide. Okay? If you have faith, the universe will provide. Okay? So stop the fucking bullshit and believe in all the horror stories and let them frighten you into not reproducing yourself, because that's all they're trying to do, to frighten you into not it costs a lot of money to fucking have a child. By the time it's gonna be, listen, that's all right, I'll figure it out.
So for an example, Lord Jamar, young Jock's situation would be a circle trying to fit into a triangle peg. Because here we are, we have a young man that has money. He is successful, recently got married, and then one of his baby mamas wants him to maintain the $4,000 to $5,000 a month, which he was paying in advance to stay ahead. But after he got married, he wanted to reduce it because he found out he was paying too much in child support. So now the baby mama is saying, no, I want you to continue to pay $4,000 to $5,000 a month. And this is an entertainer who allegedly has money.
Hang on, I was just reading this. What'd you just say? Tell me that again before I read this.
So young Jock would be the opposite situation, right? Because this is a young entertainer that has money. He's been paying $4,000 to $5,000 a month. He recently got married and he was ahead of the curve with his child support. But now he wants to reduce the monthly payments. And the baby mama's upset and wants him to continue to pay the $4,000 to $5,000 a month.
Right.
So this narrative goes to what you're saying. You're saying people with money or without money, even people with money that can afford the payments are.
Well, it doesn't sound like he's being a scumbag though, because many times the payments are adjusted. He could have been paying $4,000 to $5,000 a month. That's a hell of a lot based on a certain amount he was making at the time. Maybe he's not making that same amount right now. We can't be pocket watching. I don't know how much he's making per year. So maybe at the height of Love and Hip Hop, maybe he was, I don't know. Whenever the fuck he was making this much. And so she got him at that time. They locked him in. And now he's like, yo, I that's not fair. I still want to pay my child support, but can we adjust this to something that's more reasonable for what I'm making now?
And she's saying no. Child abandonment.
So, yeah, and that's some bullshit. So I don't agree with that. Now, Nix 33, again, thank you, Nix 33, for your donations all tonight. He said, as a man, I did whatever I had to do to support my seeds. 4 kids in their 20s, and they all respect my hustle. You make them, you do what you have to do. Factoroni. Okay? Matter of fact, now see, when my children was born, I didn't know how this was going to happen.
Oh, congratulations on the
yes, exactly. Okay, because I'm about to say this right now. My daughter just graduated college at Hampton University.
Right on, man.
When she was born, you know, first of all, I never went to college, so I don't, you know, my wife has to get all the praise and the glory for even making this happen, because that wasn't even something that I can necessarily even see in my mind. You know what I mean? Or even figure out how to do it. You know what I mean? And you think about when they're born, damn, how is this going to happen? And where's the money going to come from? And da-da-da. You know what I mean? It got figured out. It got figured out.
Right.
And you'll say, oh, Lord Jamar, you're a celebrity. Man, well, I'm not the type of celebrity that went gold and platinum and all that type of shit. Like, I've been hustling. So yeah. Don't try to put that on me. I'm just saying, like, the universe will provide if you know what I mean?
Right.
Believe in yourself and you believe that it will provide. You know?
And where there's a will, there's a way. You will get
trying to make you believe that any type of shortcomings, you know, any type of shortcomings that you just don't deserve. Thank you, Charles Pinchback. He hit us up on Cash App. I appreciate you. Yeah, and if you'd like to do Cash App, here, let me put the banner up. Damn, what the fuck was I just saying?
Oh, you were talking about
just doing what the fuck you have to do. Oh yeah, and they just want you to just feel, they want you to have faith in scarcity. You know, they want you to have faith in the lack of. That's not the type of shit we should be having faith in. Shout out American Negro in the house.
Fear tactics.
Yes, it's fear tactics. Don't let the lack of anything stop you. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you want to do, you want to make a movie. Oh, but I don't have the money. Hey, start writing the script and all of that type of shit. The money will come. You know what I mean? If you have the faith and all of that. So if you can do that for a movie or for any, you definitely can do it for life. You know what I mean? For life. And then these niggas are being so cruel. They're not just meaning you shouldn't procreate. When Young Thug says something like that, I think he means niggas shouldn't be able to nut, period. Like you shouldn't even have the pleasure of being able to ejaculate.
And this is coming from an artist wearing a dress on multiple occasions.
Like, if you can't get money out here, you should just be backed up with sore balls. Like, you should just have blue balls out this motherfucker. Like, this is how sick these motherfuckers are. Like,
if
that's
you ain't getting
shit.
you ain't
wish on a motherfucker.
Bill.
Think about how sick that is to wish on somebody. Why the fuck would you wish that a nigga can't nut? Why would you say that?
You're not getting blue bills, them blue hundreds, blue hundos. So you're gonna get blue balls.
Blue hundos.
No blue hundos, so blue balls.
Yeah, blue balls. If you ain't got no blue hundos, then you get blue. Man, fuck out of here. So yeah, please, people, don't buy into that mentality. Like, poor people that don't have a lot of money still deserve to procreate, and it's the irresponsible people that shouldn't procreate. That should chill. You know what I mean? They're the ones that don't need to necessarily be having children. The irresponsible people. But there's plenty of irresponsible people who have money and poor. You see what I'm saying? So let's not put it into an economic thing. Because again, having money doesn't make you smarter. It doesn't make you more responsible. It doesn't make you a better person. It doesn't make you more higher morality. None of that.
Facts. Facts. What do you think? Young Thug has money. How you think this is going to turn out for Young Thug and YSL?
Well, hang on. I asked you how much time could they get for this? How much time?
Oh, yes. So Young Thug.
And I want to move on from this after this.
Hold on, let me see. Let me make for sure, but I was saying it's not looking good, man. It was looking 60 years to life. Let me make for sure.
Yikes. Sounds about right.
60 to life. Let me see. If they get him on all counts, they say. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. If found guilty, penalties for RICO include up to 20 years in prison, a monetary fine, or both. Young Thug is also charged with participation in a criminal street gang, a state violation, also carrying a potential prison sentence of up to 20 years. So 20.
Okay. Well, we're going to see how this all plays out.
Okay.
Let's move on.
More hip hop, bad hip hop news. Brooklyn rapper Casanova pleads guilty to a federal drug and racketeering charges. You remember last year, the charges stem from federal drug robbery and gun charges. As part of his plea, he admitted to the U.S. Attorney's Office that he played a role in a July 2020 Florida shooting, an NYC robbery in 2018, and trafficked over 100 kilos of marijuana. He is due to finally be sentenced in December. He faces a minimum of 5 years and a maximum of 60 years.
I mean, everybody's like, he'll be all right. I see people in the shit. Like, he'll be all right. He'll probably get 10, they say.
So he was the rapper that went down on RICO last year this time. This year is Young Thug.
Again, man, it's the same type of story, man. Niggas try to get out the shit. You know, he was a nigga that was going to jail, but then he made a record, and you know what I mean?
Right.
He's successful, and all right, boom. It's like now you got to focus on that type of shit. But it gets real tempting, like, I guess. I don't know. Like, when you see the power that you could have too, you know, I think that's intoxicating. Yeah, because now you all popular and you got these street niggas coming up to you, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm also seeing a pattern here.
They want to be where you're at too. So they want to be around you. And so maybe they'll offer you, you know. And niggas want to feel like, you know, and it's so niggas want to have muscle around them and just somehow they get pulled in, man, to the street shit.
I'm seeing a pattern.
You don't need to be doing the street shit.
And don't get a hit record. I'm seeing a pattern. Didn't Casanova have a big record?
Yes.
Pushin' P is a big record right now.
Well, both of those dudes had big records. I mean, Gunna had records before this, though, right?
Yeah, but this was his biggest record, Pushin' P. Yeah. And then it's like almost you get a big record, you're on the charts, you're charting up. Now we coming to swoop in. I'm noticing a pattern.
Like Casanova, though, his record was way before but his shit happened. Like Casanova had cooled down by the time he, you know what I mean? where you almost thinking, is this why niggas was doing shit? Because sometimes niggas cool down and then but they still want to keep a certain persona. You know what I mean? In order to keep that persona, you know, now you got to try to get that street money, you know? And so that's where a lot of times people paint themselves in the corner too. You know what I mean? If every time I see you, you got all this jewelry on and you know what I mean? And this and that, there's all this designer shit on. It's like, well, now you got to keep it up. Because if I don't, you know what I mean?
Right.
If I don't see you keep doing that, then it's like, what's up?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like
So
image to maintain, huh?
Now you got an image to maintain. And it's like, you know, niggas will see you know, they prey on weakness. So in your mind, you feeling like that they'll see that as a weakness. Like they can see, oh shit, you know, I got to make them feel like I got this bread at all times. And so that's how I think certain people get pulled in too.
Now I read somewhere, Lord Jamar, give me your take on this and then we'll move on. I read somewhere that maybe that the record companies are tied in with the government. So for an example, Young Thug, the record company owns the masters. You know, he goes to jail and now they make more money off of him, off of his artistry. You think
I mean, it's a possibility. I can't say for sure that they're doing shit like that. But I wouldn't put it past them to do such a diabolical thing. You know what I mean? Just like people are thinking that certain of these labels could be killing these rappers, you know, because these motherfuckers is going off the charts once they pass away. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, if Young Thug was to get locked up,
imagine his
just did
catalog.
get locked up, and your man Gunna, like, are those records? Is that Pusha P record now? I'm wondering its trajectory since they got locked up. Like, are people listening to it more because they got locked up? You see what I'm saying?
Right. And then just the catalog in general.
Right. And just the catalog in general. Is the catalog, is now people like, yo, Free Thugger. And now they just listening to mad, you know, Free Thugger and Gunna. And now they just listening to both their music, streaming it crazy. Like, maybe. I don't know.
Interesting, man. We're gonna see what happens to YSL, Young Thug, and Gunna, man. I'm sure we'll be posted on that.
All right. I want to get to let's put these rappers to the side for a second. And let's talk about this whole Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that next. Kevin Samuels passing away.
Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Man. No matter what you might have thought about the guy, you had to acknowledge certain things about him. You know, he definitely was an intelligent dude. I respected his, you know, cleanness, wanting to, you know, project a certain image.
Definitely dapper.
And I think, you know, he was one of those, you know, he would come with some hard truth at times. I'm not going to say I 100% agree with everything he said and how he said it, but there definitely was some shit that was right on. You know what I mean? And I think the way that a lot of people are dealing with his death and talking shit about him after he passed, it's very tasteless. It's very you know, classless and acting like like only a hit dog holler. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it seemed like all of these ones hollering are the ones that felt like they was hit by what he was saying. You know what I mean?
And let's keep it real, Lord Jamar. What demographic is doing this?
You said what demographic is doing what?
We're talking about the people talking down on his name after the man passed, right?
Oh, a lot of the sisters.
Okay.
A lot of the sisters. Because he was, seemed like he was pretty harsh on sisters. And I'm not gonna say he wasn't, but to just be and see, that's why you dead type of shit, like that's not cool, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, that's not cool. What was he trying to tell y'all? He was trying to tell y'all to be realistic with your expectations. You know what I mean? Stop buying into the fantasy that they sell you, Now, all this shit about a high value man and a high value, I don't subscribe to, because we were just talking about this before, about money doesn't make you, to me, money doesn't make you a high value man, because again, you can be a piece of shit. You can have money and be a piece of shit. So what makes you a high value man is what's in here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And how you move and manifest that.
Right.
That's what makes you a high value anything. But that being said, you do want to be with high value people. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that this high value person is going to be making, $250,000 a year and able to, fucking put you up to where you don't have to work and all this crazy shit. Like this is the type of shit he was trying to tell sisters. That you might have to be more realistic and deal with the guy who makes $40,000 a year. Especially at a certain time of your life, especially when y'all sisters think, see, y'all been fooled into thinking, well, if a man can do it, I can do it. No. You're the prize, sisters. You're the prize.
You're not the master key. You're not the master key.
Right, but the master key is just a key that opens the prize. You see what I'm saying? Like a lock is to protect something. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So they have the lock, we have the key, but they have the thing that's being protected. They have, you know what I mean? They have the thing that's being protected. So every time you just give yourself to all of these men and then, you're just putting yourself more out of the game to have a husband, and this is the type of shit he was trying to tell y'all too. Like, you can't just be running around all promiscuous in your 20s and then think that you're going to find yourself a husband in your 30s, especially if during those 20s you might have had a couple of seeds with somebody unwed, like, well, then why are they going to want to have a seed with you?
Right.
I mean, why are they going to want to marry you?
Right.
You didn't marry the other guy, but you had seeds with him. Why I would have wanted to do it? Why I got to be the sucker? Because that's how a lot of niggas feel. Like, let's keep it real. They'll be like, yeah, why I got to be, the
cleanup man.
Aaron McCullough, thank you. Said, peace, God, love the show. Keep doing your thing. Appreciate you, bro. So those are a lot of things that sisters didn't want to hear. Did you see where Vivica Fox was going out on Kevin Samuels? Did you see that?
What did her washed up behind say, man?
Just a lot of bullshit. Like, yeah, he said women now over 35 was leftovers and all kind of crazy shit that I'm not even sure he exactly said.
Did 50 want you, Vivica? Did 50 want you? Answer me that. Riddle me this. Did 50 want you? Come
Come
on, man.
Seems like no. Yeah.
Now, is it true that he had a heart attack while smashing?
See, now that I'm not sure.
Hmm.
They're saying that he had a heart attack and fell on top of her. I guess we're all assuming that they were smashing, but we don't know. There's a lot of first reports was that he met her the night before. And then
she was
she
like a
stayed the
nurse
night.
or something?
Yeah, she's a nurse. But then she's saying that, she's not a one-night stand and all this type of shit. And people are slandering her or whatever. So I don't know. I mean,
they said he drank a lot of Red Bull on the show. So.
Now that's what I wanted to bring up. Okay. There's a theory that the boy might have, because he did drink a lot of Red Bulls. So there's a theory maybe he had a Red Bull with maybe one of them blue pills. Okay. And then, maybe topped it off with a little Rudy Toot Toot. I don't know. But even let's say it was just a Red Bull and a Yagra. Or you know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe.
Bad combo.
Maybe he had heart disease already. Like those suits and all that, were tailored nice, but that doesn't mean the man was in shape. We don't know what was under there. We don't know if he was, type of motherfucker to go to the gym and work out. We don't know his heart health. And he did drink those Red Bulls like water on that show. Like I remember seeing that back in the days, and I'm thinking for somebody that seems to or portrays to have everything together, like why would you drink Red Bull? Like
a lot of them.
Right. Like, and I guess he needed to keep himself up. And
I ain't going front. When I'm on my Grussel, I'm not going front. Them Red Bulls be kicking in, Lord J.
Yo, I don't like Red Bull. I don't even like the way it tastes. I just don't like them. I don't fuck with it.
But go ahead. You notice he drank a lot of Red Bull and you were wondering about that, right?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Could have been some sort of cocktail that, you know what I mean? That helped to take him out. Yeah, I feel like I'm having fucking deja vu right now. Like even these comments I'm reading. Vivica still looks good. She just got mentally insane and will die. I think he wants to say alone, but he said along. Somebody else said Vivica got the maniac cop face. Yo, yeah, she looking crazy these days. I don't know what the fuck up with Vivica. Andre Mitchell said he spoke a lot about being in shape, but he also was a proponent of certain pharmaceuticals. This is the year of vaccidents, bro. Peace. Ooh, vaccidents. I like that word. Did he have a vaccident? He seems like the type that would have took that thing. Right? Don't he? He seems like he
You think so?
Would trust the science. Yeah, I think he might be a science truster. Trust the doctors and felt like he was doing the responsible thing.
Is that how you met the nurse?
Right. I don't know. I was getting my booster and I met See, yeah, we're not thinking about that either. Blood clots from the goddamn bangaboonga.
The booster.
A blood clot booster.
A booster.
A booster blood clot. I put a blood clot in a booster there.
Man, it's getting spooky out here, Lord Jamar. A booster.
They said he was traveling a lot. Okay. So let's put this all into perspective. Red Bulls, traveling a lot. Like in planes. Think about
not getting rest.
You can get what's called embolisms and shit. Like when you going up in the air and then coming down and all of that, you can get what's called an embolism. It's like an air bubble or some shit in your blood. And that can fuck you up, give you a heart attack. Yeah, so maybe the traveling combined with the Red Bulls and a Yagra, and maybe you could have had a little, because I hear people still do that. I niggas is sniffing out here, right? Like it's not just back in the 80s. Like motherfuckers is openly sniffing now. You see, Cardi B was at some shit and she told the people, go ahead and have a good time.
If that was the case, though, you think they'll probably reveal the toxicology report? We'll probably go get word of that.
Thank you, Pele Manuel. Yeah, sadly, some of our good friends trust the science and went ahead and got that damn shot.
We had an episode where we spoke when we first spoke about Kevin Samuels, and you were comparing his intro song to the Godcast intro song. Do you remember that?
Kind of, yeah. His intro song was kind of.
You said, nah, 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 nah. How did you say it?
I forget how it goes. I forget now how it goes.
Good life.
Yeah, it's kind of sweet. I mean, I'm not gonna front and not act like I didn't sit on this show and question whether this guy was fully straight or not. You know what I mean? Because it was just certain things about him and certain little mannerisms and the way it seemed like he was going so hard on these sisters that it made me question, and I've seen some, and I'm not here to talk shit about a dead man. I'm just speaking facts. We did see some pictures of him when he was younger, and those pictures looked a little spicy, so I just didn't know what the deal was. Now, in his defense, apparently he died on top of a woman, right? You know what I mean? So, and and as of recent, I did hear him speaking. He said he acted like he was trying to speak up for alpha men and all that, and talking about betas and alphas. Listen, again, I think he said certain things to the sisters that could be construed as harsh. He was that nasty medicine. He was that medicine that don't taste good. You know what I mean? But I do feel that he was a form of medicine. You see, medicine can be poison depending on the dose. You know what I mean? All medicine is poison depending on the dose. If I give you too much of the medicine, it can kill you. I think he was given some bitter medicine to people, and they're not happy about that now. But y'all need to stop with the bullshit. Stop. You know what I mean?
You hear about the other bull that they're bringing up now? I recently read about how they're saying his mother is now trying to get donations to bury him because he was always talking about high value men and the men's wallet, but he only had $1,000 to his name.
Who?
Kevin Samuels. He lived in a apartment and only had $1,000 to his name and was heavily in debt. So now the mother's trying to get donations for his burial.
Wow.
I don't know how true it is, but I read that. Now they're trying to attack the man's finances now, calling him a hypocrite, only had $1,000 to his name.
Well, see, if you don't know if that's true, I'm not sure if I'd even, you know what I mean? I would try to get more verification on that.
But long story short, they're coming at him left and right, man.
Yeah, well, and I'm saying chill. That's not cool.
Right.
Don't think, don't always be ready to shoot the messenger. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get your shit together.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We can't always have our cake and eat it too. Like you can't do everything that you think that you want to do and still be respected. You know what I mean? Like you can't, and I'm not just putting this on just women, but just for an example, like ladies, you can't dress like a whore and be expected to be treated like a queen. It doesn't work like that. If you dress like a whore, niggas is gonna think you're a whore. You know what I mean? And they're probably gonna talk to you and treat you as such. But if you dress like a queen, hold yourself like a queen, they're gonna talk to you and treat you as such.
Right. Facts.
So
you can't dress like a police officer
like,
and say you're not. I'm not a police officer just because I'm wearing a police uniform.
Thank you. Right. Well, God damn it, you look like a. I think. Oh, yes, Chappelle said that, right?
Yeah.
God damn it, you look like a goddamn cop. Look like you. You know what I mean? You got that
Wearing
badge
the uniform.
on.
Wearing the uniform.
Right. You wearing the uniform of a hoe. So, excuse me if I thought you was hoeing. We can't be doing all of that and then mad when somebody points that out. Like, and yes, there's ways and tactics of how to say things, and some of us are better at certain things, at sugarcoating things than others, but I don't think what he said was worthy of the type of vitriol that is being spewed towards this man in his death. Yeah.
Where he can't even defend himself.
Whether you liked him or not, he made you think, and he made us have conversations about, relationships in our community, especially, that needed to be had. So now let's continue these conversations in a respectful way that, we're able to hear each other and have some sort of productive understanding and resolution to our relationships.
Right.
Yes.
And it may only get worse, ladies. It may only get worse because now the door is wide open for all those other channels that were talking the same stuff he was talking.
Oh, well, somebody's going to have to step in.
Yep.
And be the new Kevin Samuels. We're going to find out who that's going to be like. And what's so funny is the way the internet is, I wouldn't be surprised if there's not somebody like right now shooting their show, trying to be, then he got his suit on and he's ready to go. Like,
we'll see. Like clockwork.
We'll see.
Earlier you mentioned
Rest
Dave
in peace,
Chappelle.
Kevin Samuels.
Yes. Earlier you mentioned Dave Chappelle, so this was one of my last talking points. You and Digga probably talked about it on the previous Godcast about the Dave Chappelle incident. But the dude that did that to Dave Chappelle, Isaiah Lee, he asked the judge to reduce his $30,000 bond, and the judge told him no. So he's charged with 4 misdemeanors, including possession of a weapon with intent to assault. And if convicted, he faces 18 months in county jail. Dave Chappelle's attacker.
So wait, hang on. They just denied what? What did he want?
So he asked the judge. Yeah, well, he asked the judge to reduce his bond. He couldn't afford the $30,000. and the judge denied him.
Pretty high, man, for a tackle.
Yeah.
Pretty high for a tackle.
Like, he couldn't afford the $30K.
A $30,000 tackle.
Really, man? Come on, bro. So,
and it's like you're getting charged $30,000 for getting your ass whooped. Because that's what happened. Like, he got his ass whooped and stomped out, and now you guys to pay $30,000.
right, and he's asking the judge. He's asking the
and
judge.
He's got to pay his doctor bills and all of that type of shit, which is going to be more than that. He gonna have to pay for that ride to the hospital. That's a good $350 at least. That was a good $350 ride right there. I know.
Wait, $350?
Yeah, like $350. Easy.
I'm thinking it's gonna be more than that.
Probably. I'm just saying that. Yeah, that's probably old school, to be honest.
Yeah,
that might be old school.
That's like
ambulance
1500.
numbers. That might be from the 90s, to be honest. That's the last time I remember some. I never rode in an ambulance, but I think I had to pay for one time. Yeah,
that's about
so yeah. Maybe it's 600. How much is it? 700?
About 750.
1,500 for an ambulance ride.
Yep.
For real.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And it's in LA. Yeah. This happened in LA, right?
You better bleed in the cab, motherfuckers. You better bleed in the Uber.
Did they ever find out why he did this?
Isn't he a rapper or some shit like that? I think he's a rapper. The nigga look familiar. I ain't even gonna front.
Isaiah Lee. Okay. So he's a rapper, so he bum rushed a comedian. I don't understand this world, man.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I don't know.
And if convicted, he faces 18 months in county jail.
For a tackle.
For a tackle. It's funny because I asked Godfrey last time that question. Do you think the Will Smith opening the door for comedians to get attacked? And Godfrey was like, nah. They've been doing it for years, heckling us and doing it for years. No, I don't think so. And then look what happened.
Yep, that fake shit inspired some real shit. Fucking Godfrey, like, you still think, man, cut the bullshit, yo.
Was this one real or staged?
It looked real. It looked real, but then it's like, why was people like Chris Rock happen to be on hand? Hey, was that Will Smith? I mean, it looked real to me. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't see any staging with this one and all of that, like the way the other obvious staging. But yeah, anything's possible though in this fucking Hollyweird that they, it was at the Hollyweird Bowl. So,
right,
anything's possible.
Well, it'll be interesting to take Cheeto Dreads.
Oh, you
perspective on this.
You feeling real? Yeah, you feeling real froggy.
No, Godfrey, my boy. Godfrey, my boy.
Got you.
Godfrey's my boy.
Yeah,
I love Godfrey, man. I love Godfrey.
Yeah, I gotta talk to Godfrey. He had sister
Cheeto.
Mad at me, man.
What happened?
He had a sister mad at me, man. I tried to plug him in with the sister Dr. Ma'at, man. And she was trying to get his number to maybe hire hire him something in Baltimore. And when I told him about it, he said, yeah, give her my email,
Okay.
And it just felt a little, I don't know. I guess the sister,
Did he know Dr. Ma was
looking for the number? Huh?
Did
I told him. Yeah,
he's a friend of the Godcast?
Yeah, I told him. So
okay.
Whatever. Was hoping that he was gonna be here tonight. He was gonna put him on the spot and shit. But
oh no, man. That's those dreads, man. Come on. You can't do that.
I'm not saying I was gonna have like my aunt get on the camera or anything like that, but
Uh-huh.
You know, she could have been in the chat. Just give him a reminder.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. 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 I don't But anyway, all right. So you're probably gonna get yours soon with this whole Cheeto Dreads thing.
Oh no, man.
But it's all good. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Shout out to Digga. Hang on, Digga's doing. The reason she couldn't be here tonight is because she is preparing for some show. Where'd she send it to me at? In the text. Yeah, it's called Lovers and Friends. May. It's in Las Vegas. Some shit in Las Vegas she's doing. But it's some big shit.
What is it? A concert?
Yeah, mad people's on it. Lauryn Hill, Usher, Ludacris, Little John, TLC, Sierra, Nelly, Ja Rule, Shanti, Neo, Trey Songz, Brandy, Monica, Timbaland, T-Pain, Little Kim, Eve, Sean Paul, Mace, Fabulous, The Dream, Genuine, Escape, Jodeci, Key Sweat, Chateau. One of those type of joys. I can't even read them all. It's too many fucking people.
Sound like a festival.
Yeah, it's definitely some type of festival. Lovers and Friends. It's in Las Vegas. Just added the locks. Yeah. A lot of people. Shit. Why the fuck we not on this beach?
Yeah, you get Brand Nubian on there.
Brand Nubian on this beach.
Maybe Digga, her people can get you on that. Maybe they know the promoter.
It's all good. Nah, it's too soon.
Oh, well, it's called Lovers and Friends.
You got your lovers and friends.
I guess you guys can perform. You gotta love me or leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, man. We getting ready to be out. I appreciate everybody that came through tonight. Have this conversation with us. Oh, real quick before we go. Last week I was having a conversation with Digga about abortion. You know, they're talking about this whole Roe versus Wade thing. And I thought about it, and I am very pro-choice, right? I am not pro-choice, pro-life. I'm sorry, not pro-choice. I'm very pro-life. But what I am not in favor of is the government being able to yay or nay anything about my body or my life. You understand? I don't like them feeling like they can pass a law to decide what I can do, period. So I'm not down with that, but I definitely do not agree with the whole abortion shit. And you know what I mean? I'm definitely pro-life, but I'm anti-government control over our lives. I just wanted to say that. All right, y'all. So once again, Artie Stackington, appreciate you for coming through.
Absolutely, my brother. Always.
And once again, if you didn't click that like button, make sure you do so on your way out. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Click that notification bell and click all so you get a notification every time we drop an episode. Once again, for the Godcast, what you think, Lord? I am Lord Jamar.
And it's your boy, Artie Stacks.
Peace.